The only challenge is that, is she going to be visible and notable to the judges? Certainly, with the right strategy and everything, yes. Pero, ang tanong ulit, gusto ba siya ipanalo? We don't know. Kung makuha niya ang 5th crown, then, wow, it's a shot. Hello, universe! Mabuhay, Philippines! Ayan, lumitaw na ang zombie. Naging zombie na tong channel ko. My goodness. Kamusta mga guys? Thank you for your patience and I really appreciate it if you're on board today. Sa mga hindi na bago dito, alam nyo na from the get-go, I've been a fair weather pageant vlogger. Sana naintindihan nyo ang situation ko kasi I'm a mom to my only one daughter and I am working nowadays. Thank God I found a good job. Hindi kagaya dati na nag-aaral lang ako ng German language ng 3 hours at may oras ako to film my vlogs. Pero ngayon, nag-iba na naman ang journey ko sa buhay. You know guys, I tried naman to scoot over my vlogging routines, pero hindi talaga kaya ng oras ko. At kaya lang ako nakapag-vlog ulit ngayon kasi nasa sick leave ako. Nilagnat kasi ako nung Tuesday. Pero 5 days lang ang sick leave at back to work ulit ako sa Monday. So habang may time ako, naisip kong mag-vlog. Pero ang tanong kung masusustain ko ba ito? Pero may naisip na akong paraan. Basta malalaman nyo din. Pagchikahan na lang muna natin ang Miss Universe Philippines 2025. Well, I know I'm lagging behind. Huling-huli na ako sa mga kaganapan, but let's talk about the front runners who are not hiding in plain sight. And the true blue pageant fans can name them all. Kagaya last year, we had our highly favored candidates, and this year, who are at the round table? Siyempre, ang ating mga veterans na sina Chelsea Fernandez, Katrina Ligado, Winwin Marquez, Iliana Marie Aduana, at Atisa Manalo. Even though they're the most viewable, likable, expectable crown contenders, still, there's no telling who's gonna win. Kasi wala tayo sa panel of judges. Mga armchair critics lang tayo na minsan kine-question pa ang relevance at credibility natin. Charot. Alright, we know next to natin, nanghuhuli lang kami ng vibes kung sino ang mga potential winners in accordance to our own criteria, and that's okay. I myself prefer the veterans kasi gold standard na sila. They decently know how to break into the international stage of pageantry. At kung bibiktimahin na naman tayo ng ligwakan, ano pa ba? Magpadala na lang tayo ng goated candidate para kung todo na sa rampahan. Pero sino sa mga veterans na to? Ngayong nanalo si Alexi Brooks sa Miss Eco International, I'm looking for that cocktailed energy. The way Alexi had shown in Egypt. Laban na laban si Alexi, di ba? With poise and grace, she was having fun without presence of overthinking. Parang ang dating sa akin ay nag-enjoy lang siya. She's not only at the best version of herself, but at the highest of herself. Talagang prepared si Alexi. And that is exactly what I'm looking for in MUPH candidate o sa future title holder kasi si Alexi parang kala mo nasa Miss Universe competition. Sa inyo guys, sino ang may kayang gawin ang ginawa ni Alexi na nag-todo pick? You can share your thoughts below. Ako naman, meron akong nakitang qualified candidate. I'm not really a big fan of this person, but I have a high respect for her. Kasi parang wala siyang imposter syndrome na tinatawag. She's strong, independent, confident alpha woman. No further intro. It's Winwin Marquez. She absolutely got the jam. At kung sakali siya ang ipapadala sa Thailand, she can definitely rub elbows and hips with her fellow beauty queens. The only challenge is that, is she going to be visible and notable to the judges? Certainly, with the right strategy and everything, yes. Pero, ang tanong ulit, gusto ba siya ipanalo? We don't know. Kung makuha niya ang 5th crown, then wow, it's a shot in the dark. Kasi hindi katangkaran si Winwin, no? At pwede talaga siya matabunan ng mga Latinas sa MU stage. Although sinasabi na she's the Latina Slayer, pero wag natin kalimutan na hindi ito Reyna Hispano. Plus, andyan na si Nawat sa MU organization at hindi na naman natin alam kung ano na naman ang hinahanap sa winner except sa neuromarketing and business eme nila. All right. How about Katrina Ligado? I must admit, she is my ideal favorite long before and since. Gandang-ganda ako sa babaeng to. May makeup man o wala. Maganda si Atisa at Chelsea Fernandez pero iba din talaga ang beauty ni Katrina. And you know what's fascinating? Pinay na Pinay and I don't care what other people are saying. She's not that good at comm skills. To me naman, she's good and thriving. I think she can be better in time. Ang kulang lang naman sa kanya, chuwang magsalita. Depth and conviction. Pero pwede pa yan i-train. Pero hindi yung tunog, stage, and scripted. Kailangan pag nasa training siya, isa puso, huwag isa isip. Kasi pag nasa isip lang, nagme-memorize ka lang. Anyway, I adore Katrina. Parang feeling ko lulutang ang beauty nito sa Thailand. No cap. My goodness. She's giving me electrostatic all the time. Kayo mga guys, do you agree? O si Atisa ang mas bet nyo? Alam nyo, wala akong issue kung kay Atisa na iibigay ang chance to represent in Thailand kasi popularity-wise, binta siya doon. Pero parang I don't know, I have this angst. Si Atisa kasi parang may default performance na kumbaga pag na short circuit ang buhay niya sa kompetisyon, parang meron siyang template na performance. Kasi aaminin natin, minsan may lacking sa kanya. So, inconsistency at styling ang weakest spots ni Atisa. Pero baka this time, iba na naman ang atake niya, no? Let's see, bigyan pa rin natin ng chance. It's too early to arrive at our own conclusions. Makikita naman natin ang outcome sa preliminary since she's remastering her Binibining Pilipinas and Miss International looks and integrating it to her Miss Universe stint nowadays. And the next candidate is the scientist. the ardent queen, Iliana Marie Aduana, who has taken a pounding from haters and bashers earlier. Kasi masyado daw gigil at trying hard si girl. Ngayon napansin nyo, naglaylo si Iliana, siguro dahil nakarating sa kanya o nagbabasa siya ng mga comments. Pero mabait naman siya, di ba? Kasi nakikinig. Pero ngayon na nag-tone down siya, hinahanap naman ngayon ng mga fans niya, no? Ang kanyang real persona. Well, what can I say? Only the ones who fully accepted the way and who she is can understand her. Ako super like to see Iliana kasi palaban. You know, I don't mind speaking her flowery words. However, gets ko naman, not everybody is fond of learnings. Relatability talaga ang hanap kasi pangmasa. Fair enough. Pero you know what? That is not the main reason why others don't find her interesting. Kasi threat din siya sa mga manok nila. Iliana has the enviable skin, waist, and noodles. Ako meron din akong manok. But I don't need to badmouth other candidates just to boast my manok. I trust the capability of my manok at wala na ako pake sa mga may ayaw kay Iliana. Basta knowing that she could expose herself beautifully if given the chance to win the MUPH title. Alam na mga fans kung ano ang kalibre niya. Ipalis na lang ni Iliana ang speech niya. Dapat straight to the point siya magsalita and use the highfalutin words sparingly. Huwag gumamit ng maraming high words. Isa o dalawa okay na. Kami lang mga pageant vloggers ang may karapatan gumamit ng maraming lofty words. Charot. And to put it frankly, whoever wins on this Queen's Roundtable, wala naman akong kontra. Basta wag lang magbigay ng performance anxiety sa atin. Yun bang mga moments of cursing under your breath na sinasabi mo, ay, ganito, sana ginawa, ganito. Diba, mayroon tayong ganyan kapag parang hindi tayo kontento sa sa ginawa ng or sa performance ng candidate. Ang gusto ko, fully satisfied tayo sa performances niya. Teka, may nakalimutan ako. Si Chelsea Fernandez pa pala. Ewan ko, nakukulangan pa ako kay Chelsea. Baka ako lang, no? Of the 5, she is the only one who can be outdone and outshone by the budding beauty queens. I don't know. Yes, maganda siya. Pero ewan ko, nothing holds my interest. She has to wake me up. Charot. Kasi andyan sina Miss Baguio, Miss Bohol, Miss Cebu, Miss Iligan, Miss Laguna, Miss Pasay. Ito ang mga pwedeng palitan siya sa Queen's Roundtable kung lalampa-lampa siya sa stage. Kung may crown siya sa finale, well, just a matter of fatalism kasi yun ang destiny niya. Sa bagay, no? Posible naman mabuwag ang mga veterans like what happened last year. Atisa and Iliana, both are leading frontrunners, but somebody can spoil this momentum. Ito ang kasabihan na to hammer the point home, we are not the rightful judges to decide who's going to win. Last year, ang lalakas ni na Alexi, Vivi, pero pinataob din nila Stacey Gabriel at Chelsea Manalo. So, baka maulit ang ganitong eksena. Sino-sino ba yung mga personal faves ko sa mga underdogs? I like Miss Ifugao, Miss Pasay, Miss Laguna, Miss Cebu, Miss Benguet, Miss Bohol, Miss Iligan. Si Miss Iligan, siya yung sino ba yun? Juliana Fresado. Siya yung nagmala Celeste Cortesi, di ba? Bongga. Di ba bigla siyang nambulaga? Ito kasi ang mga beauty na hinahanap natin para sa universe. At si Miss Tarlac, Sasha Lacuna. I find her mesmerizing. I love her, but she's kinda wabi-sabi. Para siyang nakakabatang kapatid ni Catriona. Pero, yun nga, wabi-sabi. Meaning, there's beauty in her simplicity. Yet, something is missing. Kailangan magpahinog kasi when she does, everything bodes well, di ba? May good future ang batang to sa pageantry.